Welcome back to our channel, soap fans. I need to emphasize this right out of the gate. We are breaking down massive, jaw-dropping spoilers specifically for the Wednesday, July 8th episode. You absolutely need to mark your calendars for Wednesday because the drama is reaching a boiling point. Let us kick things off with a dynamic that has been exhausting us for literally a decade. On Wednesday, July 8th, Brady Black is going to put the squeeze on Kristen DiMera. He is actively backing her into a corner and absolutely refusing to let her off the hook. And honestly, it is about time. A lot of fans think Brady is just being a nagging ex who cannot let go, but I actually think he is finally waking up to reality. Brady has always been Kristen's ultimate weak spot, and for years, he let her get away with literal murder because of their toxic connection and their daughter, Rachel. But not this time. So, what exactly is Brady calling her out on? We all know Kristen recently murdered Sophia Choi by smashing her head with a rock and tossing her into the Salem River. Is Brady starting to connect the dots regarding Sophia's mysterious death? Or is he confronting her about her recent attempts to manipulate EJ and Johnny? Whatever it is, Kristen is a cornered animal right now. And if we look back at show history, whenever Kristen is cornered, she does something incredibly psychotic. Remember when she stole Teresa Donovan's embryo from her womb? That is the level of crazy we are dealing with. Brady needs to watch his back because Kristen will destroy anyone who threatens her freedom. But here is the kicker. Brady is not just dealing with Kristen this week. We are also going to see Brady and Xander Kiriakis cross paths at Salem University Hospital. Can you believe it? These two massive alpha males occupying the same hallway, trying to play nice. Both of them are currently bending over backwards to help Sarah Horton investigate the deadly Coraceal drug crisis. Now, I am praying these two can keep their egos in check and behave politely because Sarah is under an immense amount of pressure. Her patient Destiny died from these tainted DiMera drugs, and Sarah is desperate to clear her name and find the truth. But let us be real for a second. Brady and Xander have a horrific history. Xander literally kidnapped Brady's niece, Tate, years ago. They have fought brutally over the Titan CEO chair. The bad blood runs so incredibly deep. I think it is going to take a miracle for them to actually collaborate without throwing punches. But with EJ DiMera currently manipulating his son Johnny into breaking into Sarah's hospital office to cover up the drug scandal, Sarah needs all the protection she can get. If Brady and Xander can form a temporary alliance, they might actually be able to take EJ down. Speaking of the hospital, we have to talk about Philip Kiriakis. On Wednesday, Philip is going to have an incredibly tense and agitated encounter with Sarah. The spoilers say Sarah looks completely annoyed, while Philip is standing there waving his arms around like a maniac, looking completely unhinged. That is crazy. What on earth is Philip's problem now? Well, if you have been paying attention to his current storyline, Philip is spiraling out of control. He just found out that Gabby Hernandez completely double-crossed him regarding the Titan and DiMera merger, thanks to Anna DiMera blowing the whistle. Philip is heartbroken, humiliated, and his professional life is a disaster. He is taking all of that toxic, nervous energy and projecting it onto Sarah, who is literally just trying to solve a fatal medical crisis. I passionately defend Philip sometimes because he has been dealt a bad hand, but right now he is acting like a spoiled brat. Sarah does not have the time or the patience to deal with a Kiriakis temper tantrum when people in Salem are dropping dead from tainted pills. And you will not believe what happens next with Philip. Later in the week, he is going to track down Stephanie Johnson and offer her a deeply sincere apology. Now, I am scratching my head a little bit here, trying to figure out exactly what he is apologizing for. Does it have to do with her severe PTSD? As we know, Stephanie has been a complete psychological wreck ever since she was kidnapped by that psycho Owen Kent. It got so bad that she literally pulled a loaded gun on Joy Wesley and fired it, leading to her getting arrested and banned from seeing baby Kelsey. It is a complete tragedy. But if you think about it, Philip is actually the perfect person to understand Stephanie's mental breakdown. Let us look at the lore. A few years ago, Philip completely lost his mind over Chloe Lane, faked his own death, framed Brady for his murder, and had to be shipped off to a mental health facility. Philip knows exactly what it feels like to hit rock bottom and lose your grip on reality. I think his apology to Stephanie might just be him offering an olive branch, acknowledging that they are both broken people trying to survive in a town that constantly traumatizes them. It is a rare moment of empathy from Philip, and I am totally here for it. Switching gears to another Kiriakis mess, Alex is going to find himself seeking some desperate advice from none other than Bonnie Lockhart. Yes, you heard that right. Alex and Bonnie having a heart-to-heart, and honestly, it makes total sense. Alex's life is completely imploding. Joy Wesley showed up out of nowhere with his biological daughter, Kelsey. His wife, Stephanie, has gone completely off the deep end with a firearm, and his marriage is essentially over. Alex is terrified. He has massive abandonment issues because his own mother, Angelica Devereaux, basically tossed him aside as a child. He wants to be a good father to Kelsey, but navigating this blended family nightmare is overwhelming him. Enter Bonnie Lockhart. Bonnie knows a thing or two about being a chaotic mother figure and a highly controversial step-parent. Let us not forget, Bonnie used to be a complete villain. She locked Maggie Horton in a cage and stole her life. But over the years, she has transformed into this blunt, fiercely protective matriarch. Bonnie is going to give Alex the harsh, unfiltered truth about how difficult it is to be a step-parent and how to manage a fractured family. I think this conversation is going to be the wake-up call Alex needs to finally stop trying to fix Stephanie and start focusing entirely on protecting his innocent daughter. Over in another part of town on Wednesday, we are going to get a really surprising and heartfelt conversation between Gwen Rizchek and teenager Tate Black. I did not see this pairing coming at all, but it is actually brilliant. The spoilers tease that they might be taking a self-defense class together. Tate is currently carrying the weight of the world on his shoulders. His girlfriend, Holly Jonas, keeps collapsing because she ingested those tainted Demerara drugs, and they are both dealing with the massive trauma of Sophia Choi's death. Tate is stressed to the maximum limit and feels completely helpless. Gwen, on the other hand, knows exactly what it is like to feel helpless and isolated. Gwen grew up abandoned by Jack Devereaux. She was the outcast of Salem, and she has made countless terrible, unforgivable mistakes. She understands the dark side of life better than almost anyone. I think Gwen is going to offer Tate some surprisingly solid advice on how to protect himself and how to survive when the whole world feels like it is collapsing around you. It is moments like these, where two completely different generations connect over shared trauma, that remind me why I love Days of Our Lives so much. Finally, we have to talk about the absolute powder keg that is Gabby Hernandez and Theo Carver. On Wednesday, these two are going to face off again, and every single time they speak, the conversation gets more and more vicious. Gabby is currently on a warpath because her entire life has blown up in her face. She lost Philip, she lost her leverage at Titan, and her apology tour has been a spectacular failure. And who is she taking her rage out on? Sweet, innocent Theo Carver. Now, we all know Theo has secretly harbored feelings for Gabby, and Gabby has absolutely exploited those feelings to manipulate him. But Theo is not a pushover anymore. He was raised by Abe and Lexi Carver, two of the strongest moral compasses in the history of Salem. Theo is standing his ground. He is calling Gabby out on her toxic behavior, and Gabby cannot handle it. She is lashing out because she refuses to accept accountability for her own actions. I think Gabby is making a massive mistake by alienating Theo. He is one of the only people in town who actually saw the good in her, and she is burning that bridge to the ground. If she keeps pushing him, Theo is going to walk away forever, and Gabby will truly be left with nothing. What do you guys think about all of this? Are you Team Brady or Team Kristen in this epic showdown? Do you think Alex can actually be a good father to Kelsey without Stephanie in the picture? And how long until Gabby completely self-destructs? Drop your wildest theories and opinions in the comments below, because I need to talk about this drama with people who truly understand the Salem madness. Do not forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel so you never miss an update. Stay safe out there, keep watching the hourglass, and I will see you all in the next video.